Do you know, it occurred to me and to Wallace here that we still haven't sold a reality show yet. Have we?
Not yet, but we are looking.
We have tried and tried and tried, and we still haven't sold one. We have tried all kinds of things. Let me tell you the story, because it occurred to me a lot of our viewers haven't seen what we have done. Almost 4 years ago, right after I had my heart attack and came back to TNT, like the first couple days, Nate and Corey came to TNT with this terrific idea about making a reality show. And I said, well, I don't know. We thought of doing it. We never really did it. And he says, let us put it together. And if we sell it, we want to be part of the show. I said, okay. So these two guys, for 3 months, hung all over us, filming, doing this, doing that. And they came up with a preview reel to see about setting things off and to see if we liked it. So let's start with this short preview of our episode. I'm Todd Tuckey. For the past 30 years, my crew and I have been working to keep the American arcade alive. We go through hell and back to find and restore your favorite quarter munchers so nostalgic gamers have another chance at the high score.
We're heading to Sicklerville, New Jersey. We were dropping off the Pac-Man machine, picking up with spiders, a final fight, and a Seawolf for an overhaul.
Going to the customer's house, you don't know what you're going to find.
How you doing?
Hey, we're here to exchange for a couple of arcade games. Gene, in fact, had an arcade back in the video game boom in the early 80s.
It was a standalone building in a strip mall in Eagleville. Well, the irony is, 2 years later when we sold it, I was back on active duty. I got a call from the U.S. Attorney and said, do you know Dr. Larry Levin? I said, no, the name doesn't ring a bell. He said, well, you sold him a game room. I said, well, we sold the dentist the game room. You're right. Dr. Larry Levin was the cocaine king. I think he's still in a hoose now.
Gene, we'll see you again in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just in time for your party.
Sounds good to me. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. I've sent Dan out to an auction searching for some games.
Walking through the auction, and then I saw two Miss Pac-Mans there, and I thought we could make a lot of money off of them. Right off the bat, those are always sure buy. Unfortunately, at the auctions, the customer base is there too, not just dealers, and they'll drive the prices up.
Everybody's bidding, everybody's in a frenzy.
4.5, 500, 5.5.
We couldn't get them for a decent price, so we just had to let them pass.
You don't want to get sucked into the excitement and overbid on something.
It would have been nice to get them, but it's just something that we can't afford to pay for.
Let's look inside this toilet. That soon will be a treasure. Seawolf's going to need a lot of work. Gene has a big party coming, and I promised we'd get him to him before his party. Yes, we are under pressure. Yes, it will take us some time, and yes, there is a chance we won't get it done. But we're going to work our hardest. Everybody's going to be working on these at one point. We got a lot of work on this machine. This is a 20-hour project. You can start now. I talked to Dan earlier, and he told me there was a Super Chex hockey there.
I opened it up for the inspection before the auction. It did have a circuit board in it. Was not playing, but it did light up, so we can repair that here. We have the means and the manpower and the knowledge. At the end of the auction, when everything was done, I walked outside, get away, get some air, and give Todd a call. Hey Todd, we made out pretty good.
He said, Todd, I got some great deals.
Let him know right away about the Super Check. I guess how much we got the Super Checks for? 120 bucks. He couldn't have been happier.
There's a wise old saying, you make your money when you buy. And that's just what Dan did.
And that's a win all day. We'll sell that for $2,000.
So what we're going to do is, instead of fussing with this old thing, is just use a brand new one. So we're going to cut each wire off and then solder it together. And we'll have a brand new connector when we're done. And then I'm going to resolder all these pins here. This is where the socket actually connects to the connector here. So we're going to reheat each one to make sure it has a good connection.
Sometimes you get an auction piece that you end up dropping off the roof.
All that.
That's the way the cabinet crashes. Seawolf is done. And Gene has been waiting a little longer than we thought, but he's getting this baby tonight.
Oh, it's 100% better. I mean, it's completely, not only does it work, obviously, but they've done a great job in restoring it.
Seawolf has been an adventure for us. Bringing back a game this old back to life was tough.
Yeah, the sides were splitting because of just the age, so the artwork was kind of coming apart.
Match 30-year-old colors that have been faded and things like that are a bit more difficult.
Steve painted it, it made it look really good again.
It is nice to work on equipment that's built so well. The periscope solid metal, it's just a nice piece of equipment. And now we have it in a home where the customer will appreciate it.
Seeing the end product, seeing it come in looking like crap, and then seeing it go out and the customer's actually happy with what we did. I think that's where I get the most satisfaction, just being able to say it got there.
Pretty good, huh? Look great, slick. Those guys did a terrific job. And we have the full episode up on YouTube now, the 22.5-minute episode. Well, they said, well, what would you do for episode 2? Well, they already thought of that, and they came up with this preview.
On the next episode of High Score.
On Thailand, the new arcade game from Midway.
I'd rather set it all on fire myself.
There's a lot of junk in there.
30 years, but
Should we have ever come?
How many doors can this place have?
Best reception. Here it is, guys.
it was nasty in there, grungy, dirty.
It says right on it, out.
It felt like that floor was gonna fall right through.
I brought you a long way from wicker furniture.
Really? Sons of took all the boards out of it. Do you know how much this is worth? Do you know how much this... Oh!
Where are the games?
That's the movie we never saw.
They experimented, people were interested, but a few months later they said, can you make it smaller, can you make it shorter and more concise? And cut it and fill it in with lots more stuff. So here's a 2.5-minute new preview combining elements from both episodes. I'm Todd Tuckey. For the past 30 years, my crew and I have been working to keep the American arcade alive. In our new show, you never know where we're going to go or what we're going to find in our quest to acquire, restore, and sell classic arcade games. From broke-down barns... Should we have ever come? I was very excited about opening up the doors of this barn. We were hoping to find real treasures. Here's the real value. There's nothing on planet Earth like a used, dirty mattress. Am I in the way again?
Always in the way.
There are some treasures here. To action-packed auctions.
Todd really wanted that machine, and the pressure was on me to get it.
I guess how much we got the super checks for? 120 bucks.
That's a win all day. We'll sell that for $2,000.
From Miss Pac-Man to Moon Patrol, Donkey Kong to Judge Dredd, some games are in mint condition.
Well, I thought the spiders Gene had was pretty neat. It was all original.
Others are in need of major renovation. We got a lot of work on this machine. This is a 20-hour project.
So what we're going to do is, instead of fussing with this old thing, is just use a brand new one. So we're going to cut each wire, solder it together, and we'll have a brand new connector.
And some just need to get tossed off the roof. Join us for Crazy Annex. It's down to the wire, and we have a week left to deliver these 20 games to Michigan.
You drove the car like this all the way over here.
Todd is a strange man.
Do you know how much this... Oh!
Jungle Lord is gorgeous, but we're having a reset problem with Seawolf.
Trying to get all this stuff done, it gets very stressful.
The stories of the vintage coin-op games.
12,000 quarters! This is Midway's Stunt Pilot. This is another game we're bringing back from the dead.
And the interesting people we meet along the way.
Well, why don't you show me what you got? With a new playfield, maybe 3,000, 3,500, but that's what you'd have into it.
Dr. Larry Levin was the cocaine king.
We go through hell and back to find and restore your favorite quarter munchers so nostalgic gamers have another chance at the high score.
This is going to be great.
Well, they weren't sure. So we filmed some new elements, this time with my family. So they said, well, what could you do? So I filmed some stuff with our camera to give them an idea of what my family was doing and getting involved with around TNT Amusements. And we sent them this footage. It's pretty much unedited, but you'll get the idea. This is an adventure for all of us. We are going to the Syracuse, New York film show to see what I can sell. Here we are upstairs in the projection booth and getting some projectors and films ready. Ray Harryhausen's 20 million miles to Earth. I'm threading.
And look at the onlookers. They are very excited to see.
20 million miles to Earth.
There we go.
And now, it has the original leaders. It is an original print.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coating on it.
What is this again?
Blacklisted Humphrey Bogart, right? This is the ambassador's daughter. This is the one you were talking about.
See that guy there with the ball? That's Edward Arnold.
There's tons of stuff for sale. DVD a go-go. This is a Bell & Howell projector from the 60s, and I thought you'd like to see, this is rather interesting. It uses a 194 bulb here that lights this plastic. See how it's curved? And then it lights the control panel. So you can see it in a dark room. Now this is the changeover button. So when you push that button, it puts a dowser inside the machine that drops in front of the light, so you can go from one projector to the other automatically. Tammy is back in the booth now.
Hello.
This is my daughter. We're in the ending of 20 million miles to Earth.
Yeah. Especially the blob.
The blob.
Smiles like hot breath of spring. Your voice is like soft summer rain, and I cannot compete with you.
That's it.
Talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name.
How about Let's Go Navy with the Bowery Boys? Or Road to Utopia? Or Road Show? Tammy, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Now, Tammy, did you have a fun time at the Syracuse Film Show?
Indeed. I did. Putting on your seatbelt. Good boy.
Oh, I always put my seatbelt on. Wait a minute.
Don't.
Wait a minute, Tammy. Should I do it?
No, don't. Stop.
I can't stop.
Rewinding. I hate rewinding. Let's get this cartoon running now. I can't believe this thing still works.
You're a little faster, sweetie. Push it in.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Tammy. So glad you could join me today on a wonderful machine from Atari called Star Wars. There's still 2 more of them out there.
And then you look back. Good. You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did it.
Now we'll bounce.
Okay. There's still 2 more of them out there.
Don't get cocky.
There's still 2 more of them out there.
Well, Corey and Nate liked that footage. They said this might be what they want. They kind of sent them a couple little clips that were unedited and such. So they once again asked if we would come up with another preview reel. But they wanted to add some more stuff to it. Not only my wife and kids and such, but they also wanted to create characters with our employees, including Walt, who's working the camera now. Turn the camera around, Walt.
They don't want to see me.
They don't want to see you. They're going to see you in the preview. Anyway, I'm going to go up front now because I'm going to tell my wife the news. Let's go up front. Well, guess what, my lovely wife?
There you go. Here I am. Hi.
They wanted to see family involved in our reality show. Family, 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 family. So I said, great. So Nate and Corey went out to our house and we filmed some family sequences, didn't we?
Yes.
We put some family-oriented stuff in. I had to teach my daughter how to solder because she had no idea how to do it. And of course, my beautiful wife is involved at TNT.
I do parties.
But she mostly plays Pac-Man, right?
I guess. Miss Pac-Man.
Not Junior Pac-Man, huh? No. Anyway, so here's the preview with the family and everybody else.
12,000 quarters.
I owe 100,000 on this, 200,000 on that.
I'm Todd Tuckey, owner of TNT Amusements, and for the past 35 years, we buy, sell, rent, customize, and repair all kinds of coin-operated entertainment. I mean, all kinds. From the odd to the old to the state-of-the-art and everything in between. We're the largest home sales retailer in the country, and we've sold over 25,000 machines. This is a family business.
When Todd started selling games out of the garage, I thought he was crazy, nuts. And now look, he's still nuts.
Sometimes I wish it wasn't.
The girls, they answer the phones. I answer phones. We all work hard, but Todd, he does nothing. Todd, you're playing games again?
I'm busy.
My mom's a really reserved person.
Did you book a party for 7 o'clock Friday night?
Yes.
Well, what are you going to tell me?
Thursday night.
My dad's very flamboyant.
Jesus Christ, girl! My youngest daughter is trying to take over. If you're going to take over this business, you got to learn how to do it right.
I already took over.
And my other daughter, she wants to make it big.
I've interviewed Susan Sarandon, Steven Schwartz, Cal David, Neil McDonough.
All of us are involved in all the fun we have.
I literally grew up in a pinball machine.
Who's there? We get calls from clients who are looking for specific games they grew up with or loved, and even celebrities like Kendra Wilkinson.
This is man cave heaven.
Or Kurt Schilling, Ryan Kessler, DJ Jazzy Jeff, P. Diddy, Ryan Adams, and many more. We've supplied games for use in major motion pictures or TV shows, and sometimes customize whole new ones.
It's Disney. They want us to do a Wreck-It Ralph game.
And we travel anywhere in the United States to find these classics and edit them. Bring them here into our shop, bring them back to life, and sell them for lots of cash. At least sometimes. Sometimes we just lose on the games. I got some of the best techs in the business. Wallace is the rock in our company. He keeps all my guys in line.
These young guys out here, man, they don't know nothing. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I'm gone.
Steve is our in-house Da Vinci, but don't mess with him when he's working on a masterpiece.
If you mess with me, I will get you back.
Hey, Steven.
Find my toolbox.
It's getting cold. A little bit warmer. A little warmer.
Hey, sir, there's your toolbox.
Do not with me.
Alex has a gift for finding the treasures that keeps this place running.
Todd thinks I need to know how to play these video games to sell them, but let's be honest. We know what really sells them.
Todd, does everything here have to be from the 80s?
Walter is our resident axe murderer.
I use a saw.
And Jonathan, my nephew, I think his heart's in the right place, but the rest of him is in the bar.
Nothing gets between me and my delivery, except for happy hour. He told me to go!
I'm a grown man that's made his living playing games, and now I want to share that excitement with you. That's right. Are you going to watch my cable show now, boys? Huh? Yeah? Yeah. When I get up there, wah, like that. Is that what you're going to do, boy? Huh? Is that what you're going to do? Yeah, I bet you are. Well, I didn't pre-warn you, but they said that in the new preview they wanted it a little risque, they wanted some cursing, which I blooped out here, and they wanted some anger and some frustration and some more funny stuff, etc. And Alex, who we hired to play my secretary, was very gracious and very beautiful, and she was to add some more color to the show. And she did. And the deal was, if the show sold, Alex would stay on as my secretary. And I was, of course, think that would be terrific. Alex is married, though. So, but anyway, well, that was the preview, and that's what was pitched. Now, that little element at the end, that was filmed after we were supposedly off camera. And it got heavily edited, too. But obviously, you can tell that some very unusual things happen before and after the actual footage is seen. Right, Frank?
Sure.
Do we shoot anything that's foul?
Yep.
But we never show it. So, anyway.
Everything you do is foul.
That preview was shown in Washington, D.C. at a network reality show pitch. There was a whole bunch of shows, and people loved it. And there was a lot of interest once again. I think that was, gosh, over a year ago, year and a half ago, I think. And still nothing has happened. But Richie Knuckles in Flemington, New Jersey, he has a production company working for him now. And they came out and were filming Richie, and they wanted me to be also part of the show. Richie wanted me. It was very nice of him. So they showed up here with cameras, and we filmed some footage with me playing the antagonist. So this is what we filmed.
All right, you ready? Here it goes. Anybody see Todd?
We have several thousand machines. Richie is not a threat to my business. He's a threat to his own business.
Both restore old video games. It's just we differ on the aesthetics.
Well, I'll show you what I got for you. Look at this Donkey Kong. 35 years old, and it is beautiful.
The only thing, of course, you know what's bothering me is the white buttons. The original Donkey Kong came with orange and then 2 blues.
You can change certain elements of the game, it's fine.
I love the guy, but some of the things he does to the machines, to me, is sacrilege. Did you put a new power supply in it?
Yes. Oh, don't tell me you're keeping the old crapo 35-year-old power supply. Richie, listen, you've got to make these things last.
Stuff he'll take out and throw away and put new. I'll go pick that stuff up out of the dumpster and bring it back home and rebuild it. Oh my God, what's that white monstrosity? What's that thing?
Stay on the outside.
Customers asked me to paint this Nintendo cabinet white.
Well, it's kind of sad.
Customer? Always right, Richie. Richie, we gotta knock some sense into that head of yours. You're gonna have to do something, or you're gonna be out of business.
There is a big difference in our business model. I gotta find a happy medium. I gotta figure something out so that I can still keep my purest values, churn out Michelangelos, and still make a profit.
He doesn't get real soon. His game over light is gonna be
Get on there.
That footage was a little rough. We were filming at Richie Knuckles' podcast that night, and you've seen that footage before too, but that was pretty good. I played the antagonist, didn't I? Is that a sign you didn't like of me? Well, Richie says they're still interested, so I'm very happy about that. But what's most important right now, Walt, most important, is right back here, because tonight we are having a blizzard, and I get a chance. Look,
I can see the Disney lawyers now. Well, everybody was asking me when I was going to do that. Walt, the blizzards are coming. They told us 20 inches.
One's too many.
We got to get out of here. It's only Kurt, Walt, myself, and Frank left. Everyone is gone, and it's only 9:20.
Yes.
You better go, too. Do you think we're ever going to sell a show? Well, we're certainly trying, aren't we? And we hope you enjoyed this evolution of a reality show. So, who knows? Maybe this episode will get some action out there. But, in the meantime, we have over 1,100 videos for you to enjoy on YouTube as it is. And thanks again for watching, and make sure you have subscribed to our channel. Good night.
Are you still here?